Welcome, Radiant Soul. Before we begin, take a moment to just settle. Find a place where your body can be supported, either seated or lying down, wherever you can be soft, wherever you can be received. This is not a meditation. This is an activation, a transmission of remembrance, a returning of sorts. If you found your way here, something in you is ready to feel a truth that has been waiting beneath everything else, beneath the loneliness, beneath the longing, beneath the ache of being outside something you could not quite name. In whatever portal of time this transmission finds you, you're invited to remember that you have never been outside the circle. Not once. Not in any moment of your life. The web that you have been searching for has been holding you all along. Now, before we go further, I ask only this. If you are open to receive the Reiki healing, the light code activations, and whatever else your soul is requesting for you, please say yes in your mind's eye now. Beautiful. You will receive only what your soul is ready for, no more and no less. What is for you will land. What is not yet ready will simply pass through or be held in your field until it's able to integrate. Let your eyes soften or close them entirely. Let your jaw release as you arrive. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. And take one full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I want to name something because the work cannot begin until what has been carried in silence is given a name. There is a particular ache that lives inside the body. It's the ache of feeling outside. Not the obvious kind of outside, not the kind anyone else can see. I'm speaking about that quieter kind, the kind that lives underneath laughter at a dinner table where you couldn't quite reach anyone. The kind that sat with you in classrooms and break rooms and family gatherings where you smiled and you answered when spoken to and still felt a glass wall between you and everyone in the room. The ache of being the alien in the room, of looking around and wondering where your people are. Of feeling like you came in through the wrong door. Like there must have been a meeting before you arrived where everyone else got instructions, but not you. For some of you, this began so early, you can't even remember a time without it. And for some of you, it began in the family you were born into, where love may have been present, but resonance was not. For others, it lives in lifetimes, a bone-deep memory of having been cast out, exiled, separated, made other. Whatever shape it's taken in your life, I'm not here to tell you it wasn't real. It was real. The not belonging was real. The exhaustion of trying to fit in was real. The lonely brilliance of being yourself in rooms that could not hold your frequency was real. In this activation, you're not being asked to override that ache. You're being invited to let it be witnessed. Place one hand over your heart if it feels right, or wherever the ache has lived in your body. The throat, the belly, the lower back, wherever it's settled. Let your hand be there. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to solve it. You don't have to spiritualize it away. You just have to stop running from it long enough for the truth to find you. There is a difference between loneliness and aloneness. Loneliness is the felt sense of separation. Aloneness is simply being in your own company. Many of you have known one and called it the other. In this transmission, we're going to dissolve the first. Not by filling it with more people, more noise, more performance, but by remembering what was true beneath it the entire time. Now I want you to call your energy back, because part of why the web has felt absent is that you've been scattered across all the places you tried to belong. So take another deep breath in. And exhale. And I want you to think for a moment of all the rooms across your life where you tried to fit in. The conversations where you laughed at things that didn't actually amuse you because you wanted to be welcomed in. The friendships where you became smaller, softer, less, more, whatever was required to keep your seat. The relationships where you silenced the voice inside you that knew, because being chosen seemed more important than being whole. The careers, the communities, the families, the religious or social or professional spaces where you contorted yourself into a shape that was never yours. This is the chameleon pattern, the shape shifting that some of you have been doing since you were small. The body learned very early that belonging required becoming someone else. That to be safe, you had to be palatable. That to be loved, you had to be useful. That to be welcomed, you had to mute that very frequency that made you who you are. I want to tell you something gently. That was all survival. It was brilliant. It was protective. It was the thing your nervous system did to keep you alive when you could not yet hold the cost of being fully yourself. You don't need to shame it, but it doesn't have to keep running. So take another breath and call your energy home. Call it home from every room where you left a piece of yourself trying to belong. From every conversation where you abandoned your truth to keep your seat. From every relationship where you went quiet to keep the peace. From every version of yourself you became in order to be accepted. See it all coming back now. Gently, easily, without force. You may feel a softening in the chest. You may feel a warmth in the belly, or you may feel a gentle weeping rise without any words attached. Whatever arises, let it. And now, I'm asking the part of you that learned to shapeshift, to soften, to know that here in this transmission, in this field, you're not required to perform. You are not required to be palatable. You are not required to be useful. You're not even required to be anything other than exactly what you already are. Let the mask soften. Let your real face come forward. And as that mask softens, I want to invite the ones who have been waiting for you to feel them. Beneath your body, beneath the floor, beneath the foundation of wherever you are right now, Gaia is here, the living planet, the pulse of her under your spine. She has been holding you, not as a mother holds a child, but as a body holds a cell. You are not separate from her. You are her momentarily organized into the shape of you. The tree elders are here, the ancient ones, the redwoods, the bristlecones, the great oaks, the cedars who have stood for thousands of years. They are the keepers of remembrance. They never forget belonging. They cannot forget. The forgetting was never a possibility for them. They hold the memory in their rings. The Hathors are here, the harmonic ones, the singers of unity. They hum the field into recognition. When the threads light up, and they will, it is their tone that calls them awake. And the oversoul of Aurea is here. The frequency of belonging that does not have to be earned. The current of divine support that flows whether or not you've been good enough, useful enough, or performed well enough today. You are received by all of them in this very moment. Before we go any wider, I want to bring you all the way home into your body, because the body is the first home, the first place you have ever belonged. And many of you, because of how the world has touched you, because of what was done or what was withheld, because of the thousands small abandonments of a life lived with a sensitive nervous system, many of you have been living slightly above your body, just a little above the skin, a few inches outside the form. I want you to come home now. Feel your feet if you can. Feel the weight of your hands. Feel the back of your skull. The curve of your spine. The small of your back, where you carry so much. Feel your breath moving through the front of your body. Just here. Just this. The simple miracle of being inside a form. I want to tell you something your bones already know, but your mind may have forgotten. Every atom of this body has belonged to other beings. The carbon in your blood was once inside stars. The water moving through your tissues has moved through oceans, rivers, the bodies of creatures that lived and died long before you. The minerals in your bones were laid down by the planet across billions of years. You are not housed inside a separate vessel. You are Earth, momentarily organized into this form. You are stardust that learned to feel. You are ocean that learned to remember. You are not a stranger in this body. You are the body, and the body has never, not once, been outside the system. Cellular belonging, the deepest belonging there is. You did not arrive here as a foreign visitor. You were grown by the same intelligence that grew the trees, the oceans, the mountains, the stars. You're not separate from any of it. And you never were. Now, with your body anchored and your energy returned, with the divine ones gathered around you, I want to show you something that has been here the whole time, something you could not see only because the static of separation was louder than the field. Soften your eyes behind your eyelids and let your inner vision rise. I want you to imagine, or simply allow, roots descending from the base of your spine, down through the chair, the bed, the floor, wherever you may be, through the foundation of the building, through the soil, through the rock. Down further, down to where the soil becomes alive with mycelium, the fungal network, the living web beneath the forest floor, the thread that connects every tree to every other tree, the communication system of the planet. This is not a metaphor. It is real, scientifically, biologically, physically real. The trees talk to each other. They send nutrients to the dying. They warn each other of predators. They feed their young. This network exists beneath your feet right now, and your roots are touching it. Now feel something happen. The web, the living web of Gaia, begins to recognize you. Not because you've done anything to deserve recognition, but because you have always been a part of it. It is simply turning toward you now. The threads begin to light. a soft, golden bioluminescence beneath the soil, threads igniting in every direction. You can see them now. The whole web is alive with light. And the Hathors are singing. They're singing a tone you can't quite hear with your ears, but your cells can feel it. The web is responding to the song. The song is responding to the web. A field of light is recognizing itself. And now you begin to see them, other beings on the web. Some of them you know in this lifetime. Friends, beloveds, soul kin. Some of them you've known across lifetimes, the ones who feel familiar before you have time to wonder why. Some of them have not yet entered your life. They are waiting on the web. The recognition will happen in its right time. The ancestors are here too, threaded through the lattice, the ones who loved you before you had a name, the ones who prayed for you before you arrived, the ones whose courage made it possible for you to be here at all. The tree elders are anchor points throughout the web, standing in their 1,000-year stillness, holding the lattice steady while the rest of us forget and remember. And then, something I want you to receive fully now. The entire web turns toward you. All of it. Not just one being, not just one thread. The whole living lattice across the entire globe notices that you are here, and it greets you. You are seen. You have been seen the entire time. You were never outside the circle. You were inside it, just unable to feel it through the static. take this in. This is not visualization. This is recognition. The web has always been here. It will always be here. The only thing that's shifted is your capacity to feel it. I want this to land all the way in, not as a beautiful moment you had once, but as cellular truth, a new operating system. Let the recognition you have just received move down from the field of vision into the body. Down through the crown, through the throat where so many of your truths have been swallowed. Through the heart where so much of the longing has lived. Through the belly where the not enoughness has settled. Down into the marrow of every bone, into the DNA itself. Feel the truth of these words as they land. You belong here, not because you've earned it, not because you have proven it, not because anyone has chosen you, but because you were grown by the same hand that grew everything else. Repeat after me in your own mind, in your own voice if that feels good. Repeat slowly as though you are placing each one into your body. I belong to the living field. I have always belonged. My belonging is not a transaction. It is the truth of what I am. I am received by the whole. I am part of the web that holds everything. The Aurea current is moving through you now. The frequency of belonging without earning. The current of support that does not require performance. The truth that has always been yours by nature, not negotiation. This is not new. This is not something we are creating. This is something we are uncovering. The truth of your belonging was here before you took this body. It will be here after this body returns to the soil. It is not contingent. It is not conditional. It cannot be revoked. It cannot be withdrawn. You are a part of the living field. For all the moments of all the time you exist. I want you to meet someone now. The version of you who lives inside this remembered truth. The one who has integrated belonging all the way through. They are not ahead of you in some distant future. They are already here, already real, already woven into the lattice. You are simply going to feel them now. Notice how they move through their life. They enter rooms without contorting. They speak their truth without first calculating whether it will be welcomed. They let their real face come forward in the presence of their people and trust the resonance to find them. They no longer need every room to feel like home, because home lives in their body now. They recognize their soul kin on sight, because they are no longer hiding their frequency to be safe. The recognition field is active around them. Wherever they go, the people who are meant to see them do. The ones who are not simply pass through. They are no longer trying to belong to spaces that were never built for their resonance. They are letting their resonance call forward the spaces that are. Let them step toward you, or let yourself step toward them. It really doesn't matter which. The merge happens at the same frequency either way. Let the field stabilize around the new truth. Crystalline threads anchoring the codes into your timeline. The belonging that has always been yours, now embodied. The web that has always held you, now felt. Now begin to come back, slowly, without rushing. bring your awareness gently into the body. Feel your hands again. Feel your feet again. Notice the weight of your body in whatever it's resting on. Let the roots that descended into the web remain. You don't have to pull them up. The connection stays. You can return to it anytime you remember to look. Take a full breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Roll your shoulders gently, wiggle your fingers and toes, and bring movement back into the form. Before you fully open your eyes, I want you to know this. The web is always here. It was holding you when you couldn't even feel it. It's holding you now that you can. It will hold you in the moments ahead when you forget again. Because you will forget. We all do. The forgetting is part of the design. But the remembering, it will come back faster now. The threads have been activated. The recognition field is alive. You can return to this transmission whenever you feel like you need it. It will meet you at a new level each and every time. Because you yourself will be at a new level each and every time. To Gaia, for the body of her, for the pulse beneath us, for the holding we did not have to earn, thank you. To the tree elders, for the unbroken remembrance, for your patience while we forget, for holding the lattice steady, thank you. To the Hathors, for singing the field awake, for the tone that called the web to recognize us. Thank you. To the oversoul of Araya, for the frequency of belonging without earning, for the truth that what is ours by nature cannot be lost. Thank you. And to you, radiant soul, for showing up to this remembrance, for letting yourself be seen, for trusting the field enough to let the mask soften, even for a moment. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You are not outside the circle, and you never were. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Take your time returning fully. If something stirred in this remembrance, give yourself the spaciousness to integrate it. Drink water, be soft with yourself, let the codes do their work. If this transmission moves something inside you, you can leave it in the field. A comment, a note, a word, it doesn't have to be polished. The recognition is the medicine. And before you go, one more whisper. The belonging you just started remembering is the doorway to another remembrance waiting underneath it. Because once you feel that you belong to the living field, the next truth your soul is ready to receive is that the field flows toward you. Not someday, not when you've proven enough, not when you've earned enough. Now, as you are by nature. This is the heart of Return to Flow. It's a 21-day Araya wealth activation that walks you back into the truth that abundance is not something you chase. It's something you remember belongs to you, the same way you belong to the web. If your body is whispering yes, the doorway is at manifestdifferently.com/flow or in a link in the description below. It is here whenever you're ready to receive it. For now, welcome home to your body, to the field, to the web that has been holding you all along.